Guess who? Hey everyone, welcome back. I am your host, Carly Nicole, and this is the Divinely Guided Podcast. We are on episode 3. Yes, say it again, say it louder. We're going to be talking about how important affirmations are to building a better mindset and a better, brighter, happier future. Why speaking in words can hold so much power when it comes down to our everyday living. Let us shift our perspective about affirmations, prayers, quotes, questions, comments, and etc. If you think it, now that's energy that is put out into your reality before your very eyes. Reprogramming the brain can't just happen overnight. This takes practice, learning and unlearning about the old versions of yourself versus the new person that you know that you're meant to be. Making these slight adjustments can show true improvement within self-esteem over time, which will lead to unconditional love of self. As the saying goes, it's easier said than done. There are plenty of us out there going about our days just not having the proper self-awareness when it comes to the delivery of our true authentic expressions. Some of us play in defense while others have learned how to play in offense. And I know how this sounds. I understand that I'm using football terms, but when we break it down further, do you either find yourself wearing your heart on your sleeve when people speak about you or to you? Or are you calm, cool, collected, and when this does happen, you just let it roll off your shoulder? And basically, you just let them think whatever, let them say whatever. Some of us may find it simple or maybe even tedious, but this is proven that those who speak kindly to themselves and share that positive energy with others, they are living happier lives because they are not only boosting their own confidence, but along the way, they are helping those around them do the same by bringing those into a higher frequency who have been remaining in a lower vibrational state of being. For those who are listening, I have 2 different camera angles today. I would love to introduce all of you to the Collective Affirmations Guide. I will be pulling cards from the deck and asking the Divine Council to step forward with us so they can help guide the collective, figure out what we need to start chanting. We might need to hear something. Some of us might need a reminder. So overall, we will be learning about new affirmations, mantras that you can start repeating to yourself day to day. Plus, if there are hidden messages, which we all know there usually are, I will be addressing the guided messages here. I will also show and read off of my new shadow work journal that I was gifted by my bestie, Ari. Shout out to you, soul sister, for gifting me this book called The A to Z of Calm. Again, the point of this podcast is to help ourselves in our healing journey. We need to start validating our own experiences and gain the tools for personal growth, plus some spiritual insight. So without further ado, I am now going to move forward with the affirmation cards. Again, for those who are only listening, I will be shuffling the deck, so that is what you will be hearing right now. So again, what I'm doing here is I'm going to be shuffling 3 different times. 3 is just one of those numerical numbers that I just go off of because it brings me comfort to do it at least 3 times. And we're just clearing the energy. We're clearing the deck. Okay, Spirit, guides, the Divine Council, please step forward. I ask of you that you help the collective during this time. What is it that we need to be guided on for our affirmations and our mantras? So a little background on me. I actually have been filming for the past 2 weekends in a row. Unfortunately, I had food poisoning. I also have been in my own, world, my own struggles that I have been personally going through and working through. And, that's just the human experience, of course. But I had filmed earlier this week and I just was so upset because when I was filming, what I didn't do was I didn't check my mic or my sound and my camera. Unfortunately, I had to delete everything. Yeah, I did. So this is the third time that I'm filming. Beer's got a lot to say today. All right, what do we have here? But it's all good. We are getting this done. We are filming and we are here and we are excited to learn some new affirmations. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see that. Ooh, that's backwards. I'm like so paranoid. I have to like double check. Okay, so what do we have today? Today I am respectful. Today I will acknowledge other people's thoughts and feelings as well as my own. Next card. Today I feel worthy. Today I will accept all the wonderful things in this life. Third card. Today I am curious. Today I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. Fourth card. Today I am confident. Today I am who I am and I am capable of doing anything that I put my mind to. Fifth card. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. And the last card. Today I trust myself. Today I know that I will make the right decisions to maintain a happy and healthy life. Something is coming through. Okay. They gave me a name actually. They gave me Megan. So, Megan, I don't know. This message could be specifically for you or any Megans out there. I feel like the word that is coming through with this, that I'm hearing is like Troy. It's like Troy, like a name, but it's also like trouble and trolling. I'm getting a combination of all these things. So Troy, excuse me, if you're out there trolling and you're causing trouble, please stop. Please stop that now. Anyways, all jokes aside, sometimes we get caught up in other people's lifestyles. And you know what? When it comes to social media, when it comes to watching the things that other people are doing on a daily basis, we tend to forget that, hold on, I have my own life to live. Wait a second, I need to put the focus back on me. Hyperfixating on people, places, things, and not worrying about taking care of what we need to in our lives, we tend to be very angry. Okay. They wanted me to use self-sabotage. Yes, of course, because a lot of us don't like to think in a very optimistic, there's possibilities, but we are creators. We create our own possibilities. Possibility is an energy. It is a source that comes from literally thought, literally universe. It is there in the air and we take it and boom, we make it and we put it into reality. So I think the main message here is please do not get consumed with what others are doing. You have to take a step back. You have to realize that yes, you can be, moving these cards around. Yes, you can be confident. Yes, you can be optimistic. You can look at the brighter side of things. It is very hard. And let me tell you one thing. I have absolutely been there where I'm put in this mindset where I overthink so much that I would rather think of all the bad things that happen first versus the good things. How is that helping me in any way get to where I need to be? I will never sit here and say I've never played victim before. If you are your own victim to your own sob, sad story, you need to wake up. You need to wake up and you need to get out of that pessimistic point of view. There is just so much to look forward to in this life. A lot of us, we think that we can't because we were told that we couldn't. And, you know, gosh, with this day and age and the things that are happening within our own social society norms, we have to break free. We must break free. We must tell ourselves that we are worthy of the life that we want to live. So yes, be optimistic. Yes, be truthful. Be truthful about what is happening, what is going on, the patterns in your life. We must respect ourselves. We must trust that everything that we are doing is for us. It is correct. It is the right time and the right place, no matter what. Mel Robbins, she is amazing. She is top tier, one of my favorite motivators right now next to David Goggins. So when I tell you that I look up to certain people. I really change my mindset with a more disciplined point of view. So all of those people that know their worth, I will watch, I will listen, I will consume those things so I can have a better mindset, so that I know that I am worthy and that my view in life is going to shift. But it's because I know that I deserve it. So when we know that we deserve to put the trust back in ourselves, that we deserve to live a happy life and see things in a positive manner, that we can be confident and create confidence when we start to do things that make us happy. Respect yourself. Respect others' boundaries. Overall, I do feel that some of you needed to hear that. Just a quick reminder, but again, let's go over this. Say it with me. If you feel like saying them out loud, let's get into these affirmations. Today, I am respectful. Today, I am respectful. Today, I am respectful. When you chant these things multiple times, it's usually in a repetition of 3. You will believe it. The more that you begin to chant, you are putting what you say out into the universe. Why is it so important? Because it literally will rewire your brain into making you trust yourself again, and you will build that confidence. Today I feel worthy. Today I feel worthy. Today I feel worthy. Today I am confident. Today I'm confident. Today I'm confident. Today I am curious. Today I'm curious. Today I am curious. Today I feel optimistic. Today I feel optimistic. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will trust myself. This one's a big one. Today I trust myself. Today I trust myself. Today I trust myself. And those are your affirmations. Okay, everyone. So now I will be reading from my book. This book is so helpful. I love reading something new in this book every single day. I think that the most important thing to remember when you get a shadow journal, that you will start to feel something inside of you. And sometimes you may not understand that emotion, but continue to keep digging, continue on with this feeling and trying to understand yourself better. You will find yourself maybe getting triggered, or there might be some sort of test that you have to face right in front of you. You have a choice to change. You have a choice that you are making every single day to either repeat the same pattern or grow. This one is about mantra. This is similar to affirmations. Let us read. M is for mantra. A mantra is a word or phrase repeated multiple times out loud or in your head and is often combined with traditional music. The practice of reciting mantras goes back many thousands of years and originated in India around 15,000 BCE. It is widely used in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Sikhism, and is now becoming more popular the world over as a beautiful and powerful tool to help quiet the mind and generate a more positive mental and emotional state. The word mantra is from Sanskrit and translates as mind tool. They are considered to be tools of thought, used as a means of harnessing and focusing the mind. With practice, a mantra can become a powerful and restorative tool that allows the mind to rest and refocus on more compassionate self-talk. It also helps you to stay focused on a positive state of mind or on emotions like love and forgiveness. In modern usage, the word mantra can be compared to a positive affirmation, helping cultivate a sense of calm. While mantras can help calm the mind, they also have a positive effect on the body, as the soothing combination of sound, breath, and rhythm has a measurable impact on the parasympathetic nervous system, otherwise known as the rest and digest system. This in turn slows the heart rate and triggers the body's healing response. While it is thought that vocalizing the mantra gives it more substance, you can also write them down. Choose your mantra based on what is important to you. For example, I am a good person, or I am in control of my own destiny. And there is work that is needed to be done, of course. And this is what I wrote in my book. These are my mantras that I can repeat to myself daily if I would like, or I can just read quietly to myself, whisper. Again, it doesn't matter. You could even write them down 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, as many times as you would like, as long as you feel good. The whole point of these mantras and these affirmations, again, we're rewiring our brain. You can find beautiful traditional mantras on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, or any site where you stream or download music. It is a good idea to bookmark them or store them somewhere that is easy to access when you feel overwhelmed. It is important not to give your mind more to do. Write down any mantra that particularly resonates with you or create your own. We will be reading these mantras that I have made for myself. Let's begin. I am powerful. I am strong. I am loved. I am confident. I am brave. I have faith in myself. I can do anything. I will overcome my hardships. I will speak kindly about myself. I do want everyone to recognize that I started my affirmations with I am. I have an affirmation with I have. 1 affirmation with I can, and 2 with I will. Throughout our body, we have chakras. We have energy pinpoints within the body. And every time, anytime we say am, have, can, will, that actually hits a different chakra in the body. Here's a quote. Chanting is a way of getting in touch with yourself. It's an opening of the heart and letting go of the mind and thoughts. Krishna Das. As we move forward, I do want to remind everyone that when we are speaking, these are thoughts. It is from source, what we think and what we say, how we feel. That is all of the divine. Then, as that thought is put into our head, we can now choose to say, do, or think on our thought, since we are speaking of words and thoughts because they go hand in hand. I found another letter. We're going to be going over Q. Q is for question your thoughts. You have thoughts about yourself. Some of them are positive and some of them are negative. The latter can be harmful and threatening to your sense of calm. For example, I could never do that. I'm too shy, too anxious, or insert your own limiting belief here. These are called ants, automatic negative thoughts. It's really important to consider these ants critically. Questioning their validity can help break these often habitual ways of thinking, as they can often cause a lot of stress and hold you back in life. It's important to remember that just because you think these things, that doesn't make them true. Yes, of course, we start to believe that we can't do these things, or that we're not made for something, or that we are dumb, or that we're this, or that we're that. No. Clearly, when we are born, we don't know what being embarrassed feels like. We don't know what it means to be anxious or have certain thoughts or feelings. We're discovering it. We're learning as we're growing. We're building those beliefs within ourselves, and we're being taught these things through the person or parental unit who is raising us. It has a lot to do with our upbringing, the things that we are telling ourselves because we have heard it on a day-to-day basis. So remember, when you are being kind to yourself in a household that is full of negative talk, negative put down, remind yourself every single time that those are their own limiting beliefs. Those are not yours. You can do anything that you want to do. Validate your own experiences, validate who you are, and watch yourself grow. For the next time you experience a negative thought about yourself, consider the following. What are you doing and who are you with when you have this thought? This is so important. A lot of the times I get asked, how do I recognize who is good for me? How do I recognize what type of setting or group of friends should I really be placing myself in? It's simple. How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel great about yourself? Do they uplift you? Do they help you, and are they there in time of need when you could use a friend or a shoulder to cry on? If they do not do any of those things, baby, leave them. Baby, leave them in the dust, because honestly, we ain't got time for that. It's 2025, and people need to start waking up to the fact that you do not deserve these people in your life who are going to treat you like shit. Are you shit? Are you? Is that how low you think of yourself? Because, I do not. Yes, there was a point where I was putting up with shit like that. Of course, we all do it. We all go through it, but not anymore, baby. I'm different. I got boundaries. I got standards. So let's remind ourselves that we are respecting ourselves and being kind to us, not only through words, but the people that we surround ourselves with. Consider what evidence you have to prove this thought is actually true. If you're just going on thinking, we're worrying about something 10 times before it even happens, because we don't even know, because we can't control these things or these outcomes. We must detach ourselves from the thinking, from the overthinking, from the thought, from the outcome. Once we detach and we tell ourselves, hey, wait a second, I think that what I'm thinking right now, this is a little far-fetched. Like, I don't even think that this would even happen. And boom, you break the cycle. Consider what evidence you have to challenge or disprove this thought. Exactly what I was just saying is you're going to challenge and you're going to disprove your thought by saying, can this actually happen? Or am I just sitting here thinking of crazy things that probably won't even happen? Now, I like to say that if you worry a lot, normally you have the problem with overthinking. When we worry, we are literally manifesting those worries. You're thinking these thoughts, and bad things are constantly happening to you because of that reason. You are like, God, like, what if you're coming into a state of being where it is very low vibrational. And in order to get out of that state, you have to remember that we must fight through the thought. We must disprove that thought. We must tell ourselves that no, that is negative. Whoever you are in my head, whatever that is, I've called her many names. I've called my hater in my mind, Becca, Becky, Sarah, whatever name that I could literally think of during that time. I'm like, Jessica, you better shut the fuck up. Maybe it's a dude. I'm like, maybe Mark. Yeah, I don't know. Jacob, shut up. You gotta pinpoint it, and you gotta give it a name, and you gotta be like, hey bro, chill. Hey girl, chill out. All right. Because we don't need to be thinking like that. We got to catch ourselves in those moments. And that's how we're breaking and disproving those thoughts and those patterns. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is the genuine likelihood of this happening? We got to disprove this thing, this thought, this overthinking of what it's led to us being upset. Like, is this really going to happen? Is this really truly going to happen to us? Or are we just getting ourselves upset for no absolute apparent reason? What is the worst thing that could happen? How could you cope with that? How is this way of thinking impacting your life? And what would be more of an accurate or objective way of thinking? So on this next page is asking me to recognize your strengths and write a list of at least 10 positive things about yourself. Usually when I try to think of what I can write positively about myself, I try to make sure that it's not an actual thing that is physical about me. I find that when we start to think deeply about the person that we are, who we are, and I feel that there is more to all of us out there. And when you can learn to start thinking about the deeper things that you enjoy about yourself, sure, you can go ahead and you can write those down. But until then, if you feel better about being body positive, go ahead and write your favorite things about yourself physically. So this is what I wrote. I enjoy my perspective on life. I am thankful that I am active. I love my voice. I love that I am a mother. I love my body. I love my eye color. And here's a quote from the Queen herself. Peace can't be achieved in the outside world unless we have peace on the inside. Goldie Hawn. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. And that is so true. The problem here within ourselves is that we are just creating more and more problems without finding solutions. How we can take care of these things that are making us upset. The chants, the affirmations. Why are we speaking so unkindly about ourselves? In this society, they would love for us to tear ourselves down. People who don't know themselves, point blank period, they're going to think that you're coming from an ego-based mindset because that's all they know. Come out of ego, step out of ego, humble yourself. Remember that this life, we only get one. I believe in reincarnation. Whenever I come back if I choose that with my soul contract. For those of you out here who, are going to transition and you are going to heaven. It doesn't matter what you believe as long as you believe in yourself. In this moment, in this life right now that you are living, that you are getting up every single day, you are making the choice to either be a friend to yourself, be loving, be nurturing, be kind, be gracious to yourself, or be your biggest hater. And honestly, who the fuck has time for that? Who the fuck has time to be hating on themselves? Why are we putting ourselves in these boxes when we are meant for more? When we know that we are meant for more, again, it's building up inside of us, this fire, and we got to let it out. Say it. Say it again. Say it louder. I love myself. Sing it. Oh, I don't care what you do. Just do it, baby. Just do it. And just watch the differences from your day-to-day life and daily routines. When you meditate, when you pray, when you give thanks, when you can recognize the lessons and the blessings. It's such a thing that we must experience and go through. And why would we hate on ourselves? Why would we spend most of our lives not doing what we need to do? And in turn, resenting ourselves for that very reason. I do want to mention something. When I was first starting out, it was very hard. I was in a pessimistic point of view of looking at life, and I was an overthinker. So it was very hard to rewire those thoughts, that pattern that I was in, that self-destructive pattern, that toxic pattern that I was addicted to. I met a man, and it was through TikTok, and I doubt he will even come across my podcast. Sergio Talks. He was the king of affirmations, and he had these one-on-one sessions that I was doing with him, and we built my mindset. We rewired my mindset. There are many different things that you can do. A journal, looking things up on the internet, posting different quotes, affirmations that you can look at every single day. You can even make a vision board, sticky notes, whatever it is that you need to do, saying them out loud, chanting them, your favorite quotes. Do it, because I promise you, it is benefiting you in the long run. You will start to see a change. You cannot change within 24 hours. Can you get a different perspective? Yes. Can you make different choices to help yourself get to where you need to be? Of course you can. 1% better every day. But in the long haul, think about it. At the end of this year, who do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? What is it that you want to accomplish? Is it getting you further to your future self, or is it holding you back from your future self? Are you not doing what you're supposed to and you're self-sabotaging and being self-destructive? Because if you are, it's time to wake up, and it's time to take care of these things and help ourselves along the way so that we can get to a better mindset. For those of you who might not know your love languages, you can take a test online, but I happen to know mine. Mine are words of affirmation and acts of service. There is also quality time, giving gifts, physical touch, and today I'm just going to cover words of affirmation. What is it? Verbal compliments that express your love and appreciation. Let me share an example. Bragging to others about your spouse, writing love letters, or little sticky notes where you can leave in like a lunch for somebody, whether that be your significant other or your child's lunch pail. And usually after conflict, a well-spoken, thought-out apology that builds security and reassurance, initiated in a sincere energy. So I do want to kind of touch down on my love language when it comes to words of affirmation. This is a very deadly one that I've discovered from childhood to adulthood. I've worked very hard on building a stronger foundation within myself when it comes to, again, I will go back to the terms, playing offense, playing defense. Now, words only have a meaning if you give them that meaning. Words only have that energy if you give it that energy, if you give it that time, if you give it that space in your mind. Just as negative words have such a big effect on us, so do positive words. Now, when someone is speaking bad about us, or when somebody says something that we don't like, we're going to get defensive. We're going to try to disprove and, come from the defensive type of place within ourselves. It's like, that's not me. We want to get angry, we want to yell because we feel that that's what they deserve. In all actuality, you are letting what someone is saying and thinking about you control you. You lost all sense of control. In order to disprove anything anyone is thinking or saying about you, it is to not give a fuck. It is to absolutely not give a fuck and just say, let it go and let them. Mel Robbins talked about this subject about letting them versus letting go. Letting go, that's giving them power. Letting them is letting them do what they're going to do, say what they're going to say, think what they're going to say, and just, it's out of my hands. But I have all the power and I have all the control. Depending on your preference and point of view, how you want to look at it, coming from a space where you love to call your power back, you don't want them to have power over you, the let them theory is a great theory. We don't give a fuck what they think. We don't give a fuck what they're going to say about us. And we are just going to move forward with our lives. What they're saying isn't true. Depending on your character, if you have actually gained character development and you know that you're a good person and you know that you've been making great improvements within your own self and your personal growth, people are going to say whatever they want to say about you regardless and feel how they want to feel, and you just can't stop them. Haters are out there. People hate what they can't see themselves doing. People hate on others and have such nasty, horrible mindsets, and they keep themselves in such a hate of state because it's self-hatred. I'm pretty sure someone out there hates me for this podcast. Do I know them? I don't know who it is. Do I care? No. Because if you're literally hating on someone who's trying to uplift and bring people to a better mindset, a better life, and put the belief back in themselves, there's something wrong with you. Look in the mirror and ask yourself why it triggers you. Let's talk about the fact that actions do speak louder than words. Oh, I couldn't wait to get on this topic, okay? Because let's understand something. People are telling on themselves every single day. You are actually telling on yourself every single day. The actions behind your words, if you say something, stand on it. Absolutely stand on it. Because if you don't stand on it, guess what? Well, I have boundaries and I have standards, and I'm about to make you stand on that, bitch. Stand heavy, stand hard. Okay? Shit, I'll stomp. I'll do what I gotta do. But let me just tell you, if they are saying things and they are not meeting what they are saying and they are not doing what they are saying, let it go. Let them go, or let them do them. Remove yourself. I have a big problem when people say things and they actually don't do what they're supposed to do, or they don't mean what they say. So if you've ever come across me and you make excuses, or you're just out there not giving a good, positive, reaction to anything that I'm doing, baby, this is my world and I literally will take you out of it. Baby, we have not talked in a long time. I don't know who you are and you don't know who I am. If you're just trying to hook yourself into my life and get in here, you won't. They still think that they can run fucking game on you and you don't have self-respect. Oh, baby, we learned self-respect. We learned that my boundaries and my standards and my core values, if you're not meeting it, okay, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. You don't belong in my life. When it comes to reciprocity, if these people are not resonating with you, they're hating on you, they're not giving you the time of day, they're giving you excuses, they've ghosted you, let them go, baby. Let them go and let them know what it feels like to walk away. Because when you walk away, now you have your power back. When you call your power back, when you say out loud, they do not have power over me. They do not have power over me. They do not have power over me. You are becoming stronger and stronger. You are setting a foundation within yourself that you can now trust. Look within. Look at the things that you are avoiding. Look at the things that you cannot take accountability for. And if you are not even meeting your own action, baby, why are we avoiding? Why are we trying to act like these things aren't happening? Because you are only attracting those same type of people. Who you are, literally what you do, what you say, the energy that you give, you're attracting the same type of energy into your life. And you will continue that karmatic cycle until you begin to have action with your wording. Now, of course, when I'm speaking into this mic, I am in a preaching position. I am in a what you would call a mentor type state of energy. Now, my mentors, many mentors have I had in my life, and I'm thankful for every single mentor that I've ever had in my life. And we must give thanks and we must give gratitude to the people who enter our life. That person was supposed to come into my life, and I had to recognize these things about myself. Where do I begin? What do I do? So I do want to talk about my current mentor, my coach, Cameron. He is just amazing. When I tell you that this man has only had a short amount of sessions with me and recognized that I was saying all of these bad things about myself and telling myself that I couldn't because I didn't believe that I was strong enough to lift that weight or to perform that routine or exercise. He called me out and he said, Carly, every time you get into this session, this is literally what you do. You literally tell yourself that you can't. You tell yourself that you won't be able to perform this. And then you actually just do it anyways. And you get through your reps, you get through your sets. Don't you see that you're doing it? Don't you see and believe yourself that you can? If you come in here, head empty, no thoughts, and you just trust yourself that you can move properly through these exercises and just not even get into a negative belief, you would get through every single rep by not starting off with a negative saying. Okay, Cameron, you fucking humbled the hell out of me. Let me just tell you, that put me into a great mindset though. I needed to be reminded. I needed to be called out on my shit. There are people out there that are going to befriend you that will not call you out on your shit, will not tell you, hey friend, that ain't right, what you're doing. Honestly, fuck those people. If you have people right now in your life that are literally sugarcoating you and will not speak up and will not be honest with you, and I don't mean cutthroat, and I don't mean people over here that are just going to say whatever and not care about what they are saying and your feelings. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are real and who got your back and who are there watching your spiritual growth, watching you on this journey, and are trying to help you recognize patterns as well and help you grow. Those are the people that you need to keep in your life. So immediately when I found this out, I was like, I got to go back to chanting. I got to go back onto Pinterest, start scrolling, start getting my mindset into a better place. That's another great way that you can help yourself. Go on to Pinterest and get yourself a board of affirmations and quotes and start reading them out loud, or get an affirmation app. I'm sure that they have those where you can get sent an affirmation daily to be reminded. Put it as your screensaver. Every single day you can look at it and you can be like, yes, queen, I'm about to fucking kick ass today, because that's what we want. So there is some work to do. I hope you all enjoy this episode as much as I did. This is the part where I must say goodbye. Thank you all for tuning in and keeping up with me. Again, I'm so very thankful and grateful I get to do this. To those who continue to reach out and share stories with me, thank you so much for choosing me. I am very honored that I have been able to become such a safe place for those to share stories with me. So I truly just want to say I'm grateful of the energy. Shout out to those who have recently gotten tarot card readings from me. I appreciate all the love and supportive energy of those here listening in this very moment. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe to the podcast here on Spotify and YouTube. Premium listeners get to hear much earlier, and that only happens on Spotify. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. My name is Carly Nicole, and this was Divinely Guided.